Imagine a world where every thought you have isn't just yours anymore. The government has created a system called. It taps into your mind, monitoring your every thought to prevent crime before it even happens. At first, it seems like a miracle. Crime disappears and society becomes eerily peaceful. But beneath the surface, something darker festers. A small implant placed at the base of your skull is how they do it. It's a seamless connection between your brain and a massive network of thought monitors. No wires, no visible signs, just constant surveillance. Every thought you have passes through the net, analyzed for any sign of rebellion, anger, or even simple curiosity that could lead to dangerous ideas. The moment a thought crosses the line, you feel a sharp pulse, a warning. You can't just think freely anymore. Every time you catch yourself starting to question something, starting to imagine something risky or even slightly controversial, you have to stop. You develop techniques, ways to trick yourself into not thinking dangerous thoughts. One method is, you picture something harmless like counting sheep or listing random objects in your room. You train your brain to flood your mind with trivial nonsense whenever a dangerous thought creeps in. The moment you start to get frustrated about how unfair things are, you immediately think about a childhood memory or recite song lyrics in your head. Anything to drown out the rebellious impulse. You must constantly catching stray ideas before they can be fully formed. You also start practicing. You break down your thoughts into safe categories: work, food, weather, things you know are neutral. You keep the more complex, emotional thoughts buried deep. But even then, you're never sure if the neural net can sense what's lurking underneath the surface. You avoid certain people, especially anyone you think might stir your mind up with dangerous ideas. Even family members become a threat. Conversations are short, careful, sterile. Every interaction feels like a chess game where one wrong move could cost you everything. The worst part is that it's not just the system punishing you, you're doing this to yourself. The fear of getting caught makes you your own prison guard. The neural net doesn't need to pull the trigger on punishment because you're already punishing yourself by living in constant fear. Every choice is driven by avoidance. Don't think, don't question, don't imagine. As days pass, you realize that you've lost touch with who you are. Your thoughts are no longer yours. They're shaped by the need to stay safe, to blend in. You can't even remember the last time you truly felt something: joy, excitement, even anger. Emotions are dull, thoughts are shallow, and life feels like a flat, muted version of what it once was. It has done its job. Crime is gone, but so is your soul. Your mind is no longer free, and the chilling realization hits you: in a world where every thought is watched, there's no room for humanity. You're alive, but are you really living? Can you survive in a world where thinking itself is the enemy? How long before the silence in your mind becomes unbearable? The adventure is just beginning. The adventure is just beginning.